does it feel to be back out there a few days into fall camp?
That's great. I'm very glad to be back. Last ride, last go around, and it's a lot of fun being around this team. Pretty much new specialist group completely, and so it's a lot of fun to experience that and get to know all the new guys after having the same guys for 3 years. So it's a lot of fun, and get to know the new team and see how we're going to be this year. So it's a lot of fun.
You've had quite a few preseason honors coming your way. What do those mean to you, just to get that recognition?
I mean, it's great. It's a great feeling. Like, gives you a lot of confidence, but at the end of the day, it don't really matter because we've seen, a lot of players in the past that have gotten preseason honors and it doesn't really work out, and so you can't really look into that much. You're happy and you're excited at first, but then you got to look past it and just focus on the season.
You mentioned this is your last go-around. How has your off-season training changed over your years at SMU?
Well, it's changed because I've gotten older, so I started to feel things more, which I was like I could do this when I was 18, and now and I don't sound that old, but I'm 21 now, but like I went to Gatlinburg with Cole's kicking the national college thing, and I was out there for 2 days straight, and I couldn't walk for the next 2 days. I mean, I was sore, and so now it's just a lot more technical stuff and a lot less, reps, and just more focused on little things and just perfecting what I do.
What are some of those things you've been trying to refine? Or
just like steps and plant and just kind of swing path. Like it's like a golfer. It's like a golfer. It's not like a big picture thing. It's very like minute, where you look at the film and you can be like, oh well, my swing went, 9 o'clock instead of 1 o'clock. And so you want to change that because you go 1 o'clock, then you're going to finish straight down the middle. But you go 9 o'clock, you're going to swing around it and you're going to finish left, and the ball's going to go left. So it's little things like that, and that's pretty much what I've been working on with my coach, Brian Egan, who's from Prattville. And so he's arguably the best. He's made Brandon Aubrey who Brandon Aubrey is, and so that's who I train with, and he's been helping me a lot. So
You talked about a lot of the new faces and special teams. Just how's that group getting along with the chemistry and culture in the room?
Oh, it's great. I mean, a lot of the guys like Brock and Cam, they've been here already, and Sam, they've been here for a season, and so they, we just welcome. I mean, specialists are very weird people, and so we have crazy, chemistry and connections. And so when we brought those new guys in, they were a little shy at first. Like Morgan was a little shy at first because he was from a different culture at Colorado State, but we brought him in, and it's been great. I mean, it's pretty easy to. We're very open people. We're not gonna shut anyone off and keep them out. So.
Your mechanics are so muscle memory, so to speak, but when you're going through situational drills like this, like 38 yards, 48 yards, late in the game, right at the end of the first half, is there a different approach you take to each of those, or you have to try and keep everything the same, or how do you view that?
Yeah, I make sure it's all the same, because when if I'm going out there and kicking against Clemson with 4 minutes left where I have to make the field goal in order to make it a 7-point game, like I'm going out there with the same thought process as if I was kicking that last extra point to tie up the game. Like same thing. You just want to be smooth, hit the same ball. You're not worrying about anyone else. You're just worrying about yourself. You're worrying about what you know how to do, and just going out and executing.
Coach Lashley said something about you last year that when you missed one, that you always had the mentality to come back and hit the next one. And just talk about that, because kickers probably have to have even more of a short-term memory as cornerbacks.
Yeah, and it's a big thing that I've worked on. I've matured a lot throughout my 3 years here, or 4 years now. But it's just when I miss a kick, I go and watch it, and I'm like, oh, I did this. I know what to do. So I just go out there and I'm like, I know what to do through muscle memory, and I've done it so much, and I've been successful at it. So I just go out there and do what I know how to do, and just not think about it too much, just go and execute, and it's worked out.
Who's impressed you the most on special teams during fall camp?
Specialist wise or just
Specialist wise,
definitely Sam, the backup. He's not tall. I mean, he's not super big, but he is just, and he's grown a lot from last year to this year. He's pushing me to be better because I have that pressure on me, because it's not, I have all these awards, whatever, but that doesn't matter. If he's doing better, then, that's going to push me to be better. And he's been doing that for sure. And that's really, I like to see that, because I feel like as the older kicker with more experience, I feel like I've helped him. Maybe not. Maybe he's figured that out on his own. But I like to think that I've helped him out and made him develop. But he's definitely impressed me, and I think he's going to do a fantastic job here when he does get that opportunity. And I'm excited to watch him.
awesome.
Yeah.
A lot of times, people look at kickers and you simply look at the number of field goals that are converted. To you, what other numbers are important, or goals in terms of what you do on kickoffs or extending your range on long field goals?
Well, it's kind of hard now. Like I go to this summer showcase with a bunch of agents, and like Jamie Cole, who knows everyone, and he knows everything about the professional game, college game, whatever. And there's just been such a de-emphasis on kickoffs. So it's almost like no one does kickoffs anymore. So those guys that were kickoff specialists in college, they don't really, when they go to the NFL, and the NFL's not really that worried. They just want you to be able to execute what they want you to execute. So it's not where they have the normal kick where they just want you to kick out of the back of the end zone. Some of them want line drives to a different returner, sky kick, whatever. And so that's that's been a big thing. And but another thing is just working on consistency inside of 45, which I had a problem with last year, and just making sure that I'm perfect or near perfect in that area, and then adding on those big balls, because those are what really adds on to that, that value. And they, coaches love to see that big ball, but they also want to see that consistency inside of 45, because that's really where it matters. So.
Were you in Wisconsin this summer?
No, it was in Gatlinburg, Tennessee. Yes, sir.
You had a bunch over 50 last year. What is your range these days? Like, in ideal conditions, how far would you feel comfortable?
Ideal, I put like 55 is pretty comfortable. I think if we really needed it, 60. I think especially in Gerald J Ford, I think I could get a 60 on a good day where it's a little wind with me, and I think that's especially with the new grass. Love the new grass. So
I was going to say, how does the new surface affect you?
it's amazing. I love it. I love grass. I like the old turf because it was kind of flattened down and it was worn out, so it was nice to kick on. But when I really don't like going to stadiums that have the new turf where it's squishy, and you're like, because they try to do the ACL stuff with the turf where it gives, it's a mess, and it makes it feel like you're planting on mud. But so I love the new grass. I was so excited and I was like, it makes it feel like a big time stadium. You got the new end zone facility, and then you got grass. The biggest schools in the country play on grass. SEC. You look at SEC. You look at most of the Big Ten. You look at whoever. They're Big 12. Everyone does it, and I think it's a great thing that we did. So.
The team is as excited
Oh
about
yeah.
grass, or is this
Oh
a
yeah.
kicker thing?
No, everyone's excited because we practice on grass, so everyone likes to do that, and especially when it looks as good as it does, it's very nice. And we had a vote going into my junior year, so right after sophomore season, we had a vote when we were leaving for Christmas. we have end of the year meetings with Coach Lashley, and he gave us a little slip, and it said, "Do you want turf or grass on the game field?" And everyone, I think over probably 85% put grass, and so I thought we were going to get it last year, but I heard that we didn't because the end zone took a little too long. So, but yeah, very, very excited about that.